Today, I made everybody in the NBA a rookie once again, and that includes LeBron James, who's currently in year 20 right now in real life. And we're going to simulate a few seasons here just to see what would happen and how far some of these players can progress. What I want you guys to do right now is comment down below who do you think is going to win MVP in this first season and who's going to win the championship. My personal favorite one, low-key, has to be Udonis Haslem being 19 again. This man's already played like 20-something seasons or something like that in the league, and now he is 19 once again. And LeBron wins MVP in the first season. Rookie of the year, I think Rookie of the year didn't really change, so it's going to be the actual rookies. Tyler Hero wins 6th Man of the Year. Mouse looks pretty normal, honestly. It doesn't look like anything crazy going on. Is anybody different here? Not really. All the current players and all that are the same, but we're going to see as players progress because everybody's technically going to be progressing. And as we look at the standings, the Hawks are the first seed, bro. I don't know why this happens all the time in 2K, but they're always like super crazy when I do like normal simulations. I don't know why. And the West is terrible. The Clippers finished first though, and they got everybody at 19 years old, so that's going to be interesting. I don't know how the potential is going to work with everybody being 19, but I'm hoping it actually goes crazy. But let's go ahead and simulate the first season of the playoffs right here. And wow, the Sixers lost in the first round, and the Heat are in the conference finals, and the Hawks are in. Wow, it's Trae Young versus Luka Doncic. Okay then. And I pretty much guarantee right now that the Hawks are going to win the championship. No, Luka got a championship. Apparently, if Luka's and the rest of his team is 19 years old, they're going to win a championship. I guess that's what 2K is saying right here. And now we advance to the next season, and we're going to do this for a bunch of more seasons. And we'll probably do this for like 10 total seasons. I know this video is nothing special, but we're going to get into spectating next season. Because the first season was kind of just like the starter season, nothing special going on. And this isn't different whatsoever. Luka with the MVP right here, averaging a triple-double. And then we got Wemby with the Rookie of the Year. 6th Man of the Year, Kelly Olynyk. That's just weird. Giannis with Defensive Player of the Year. Nothing too crazy. Most improved player is Brook Lopez, though. And that's what I'm saying when we start talking about this weirdness. I say weird a lot. But Brook Lopez is literally an 87 overall once again. And he's chilling on the Wizards. So I guess the overalls are changing. Well, let's see. The first team looks pretty much the same. Second team, I would say, looks pretty similar. Nothing wrong with it. The third team, yeah, you can argue this looks pretty normal. And this is what the playoffs are looking like. Anything crazy going on over here? I don't see anything like out of the ordinary. Let's go ahead and simulate the first round, and we're going to actually check out the finals here, see what happens. So the Lakers make it to the second round. I have no idea who's on that team, and now they're in the conference finals. I'm kind of just following the Lakers at this point, and the Lakers lose to Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. What are their overall? What's their team looking like? So when we look through the Hawks, honestly, they kind of are underwhelming, honestly. The Grizzlies, though, the Grizzlies are definitely progressing. For sure, I could tell right here. So I'm honestly thinking that the Grizzlies are about to win this. Let's see, they're up 1-0 against, or no, the Hawks are up 1-0. Wait, well, I just realized the Hawks made it to the NBA Finals again. Like 2K got something for the Hawks, bro, I swear. And then now it's 2-1 for the Hawks. Okay, yep, the Hawks won a championship. I mean, that's what happens because they didn't win it last year. They're gonna have to win it eventually, right? And at the beginning of the season, we're gonna go ahead and check out some of these overalls and some of these teams, man, because it's about to be interesting. I already know there's about to be so many players on different teams, so many overalls that are just like whack. I don't even know. We're gonna go see. So starting off with the Sixers, Joel Embiid's at 99. Are there any other? Oh yeah, there's a lot of 99s. I was about to ask, are there 99s? And yeah, we got Embiid, we got Antetokounmpo, we got LeBron James, we got Luka, we got Jokic, we got Curry. I mean, that's not a crazy list of 99 overalls though. These are like some of the best players in the league, like top 5 players in the league. Then you got Tatum at 98, a decent amount of 98s as well. Dame up to a 98 here at 21 years old. Obviously, everyone's gonna be young. Anthony Davis is a super high overall now. Who is like a super interesting high overall? I guess Donovan Mitchell's kind of interesting. We got Evan Mobley at a 95, and Jimmy Butler is still showing at like a 95. So some of these guys like, their potential, it's not going crazy really, but we got a lot of 90 overall pluses, so these teams would be looking really weird. And all of Giannis's teammates have left him, bro. I feel kind of bad. The Cavs were already getting OP in 2K usually when you sim, and now with everybody being a 19-year-old, that's just even more broken. The Celtics look really broken too with like all their 80s. They somehow have second going. Mike Conley's still progressing now because he's 19 once again, 21 now. I'm not gonna lie, he actually look pretty good. They don't really have a bench, but their top 3 players are looking really good here. I think they may continue to progress too. Take a look at the Pelicans. You got 390 overalls. I think they might win the championship this season, man. I'm not gonna lie. These guys are crazy. Okay, so this rumor in real life is going crazy. James Harden to the Rockets. We even did a video about it. Make sure you guys check it out. But he somehow still went to the Rockets in the sim with Victor Wembanyama on the team, and Jabari Smith and all the other young players are still on the team as well. This is an interesting pairing. Vucevic and Porzingis. Like, what kind of pairing is that? Oh, no way. Chris Paul, since he's 19 years old and he obviously has super high potential, this man is 95 overall. This team might win the championship right here. You got 98, 96, 95, and 88. But don't sleep on the Thunder, bro. They got LaMelo Ball and Shea. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they signed LaMelo Ball. Let's go ahead and simulate season number 3. I'm using the Sixers, and these dudes are 6-28. This challenge is not so kind to them. Ja Morant wins MVP. I think, honestly, the MVPs aren't that crazy so far. Am I right? And then we got Markelle Fultz, the 6th man of the year. So, is there anything crazy going on here in the playoffs? I mean, the Cavs are the 1st seed, but that's not too interesting. Where's the Suns at? The Suns finished the 5th seed somehow. I don't even know how that happened. But the Suns made it past the 1st round. I think they're going to make it to the conference final. No, never mind. I was wrong. They lost immediately to the Timberwolves. And what is going on? The Timberwolves versus the Raptors. So the Timberwolves, I mean, Ant's going crazy. I guess because they got Rudy Gobert and Cat. Why would you... Hold on. The Timberwolves just love having bad decisions that somehow worked in this situation. Bro, what is this team? Bro, huh? They got Cat, Rudy Gobert, Clint Capella, and Walker Kessler. What were they thinking? They have 4 big men. Is that how they're beating teams? I swear, they're probably going to come up with a lineup with 3 big men at once. And their bench is absolutely insane. But what about the Raptors? I feel like they're definitely... We slept on the Raptors, man. They got a lot of young players and players who, just in general, were already decent overalls before this. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchups. Let's go. 1-0 for... I think the Timberwolves are just going to sweep it, honestly. Oh, they didn't. Okay. Timberwolves up 3-1. And there you go, Timberwolves fans. You got an NBA championship over there. And wins the Finals MVP, averaging 35 points and 8 assists, 5 rebounds. I was completely sleeping on the Timberwolves and the Raptors. I didn't even mention them, and they made it to the NBA Finals against each other with crazy teams. I didn't even think about them. I guess because they might have progressed throughout this season a ton, and there's a lot more 99s. Oh, I just clicked on a random team. There's a lot more 99s now. I mean, look how many 99s there are. I mean, there's a whole page. It's literally a whole page of 99s. Is there any crazy ones? Like Kawhi's up to a 98. We got a lot of players here. Like, are there any that are just out of the ordinary? Like Drew Holiday at a 95 overall. That's out of the ordinary right there. And then we got, I mean, that's probably the only one that's like super out of the ordinary, to be honest with you. Everyone else just kind of seems pretty normal to me. At least I would say so. LeBron signed with the Celtics. Jason Tatum went somewhere else, but this team is OP. Rudy Gobert left to go to the Grizzlies. They also got Evan Mobley. Like, what are these teams just signing a bunch of big men? And here's Drew Holiday leading the Knicks. I mean, who thought Drew Holiday would be a 95 overall in this challenge? Well, maybe there is a Drew Holiday stand out there, but I didn't think he would be that high of an overall. I think maybe like an 85, because that's all you got in 2K. And here are the Raptors this season. I mean, they look pretty similar. They just kind of have an all-around team, to be honest with you. And then the Rockets with James Harden still chilling over here. I don't understand how the Suns got beat in the 2nd round against the Timberwolves, because look at this team. Like, this team is completely cracked out, bro. Let's go look at the Timberwolves. I mean, here's the Thunder right here. They're also pretty cracked out. The Timberwolves, I guess, was just like their million big men. They got Mo Bamba now. Like, they decided to get Christian Wood and Mo Bamba. Like, they just love their big men, I guess. And take a look at the Wizards, bro. They got 3 point guard shooting guards, or shooting guard point guards, combo guards, basically, as their 3 best players. Like, I don't know what some of these teams are thinking with these signings. I thought that was that is Carmelo Anthony. Oh my God, Melo is back in the league. Oh, cool. I'm so happy about that. I did a video where I saved his career, man. It's so nice to see Melo back, because I miss Melo already. Ja Morant went back-to-back MVPs. Bronny James is his Rookie of the Year. I didn't even know Bronny James was in this class. I don't even know, man. But Bronny James here is Rookie of the Year. 6th man of the year with LaMelo Ball. Ben Simmons is back. I mean, I wonder what his overall is. Let's see, 88. So he's technically back in the league. Tyus Jones, most improved player. He might be a high overall as well, 87. And he's on the Timberwolves. Of course, he's on the Timberwolves. So when we look at the playoffs here, I mean, we got Charlotte as the 1st seed, but I don't remember who went there. We got the Hawks, the 2nd seed. I bet you it's going to be the Hawks. Let's go ahead and simulate the round. Let's get to the finals once again. So Ja Morant versus who's on the Hornets? We got Jason Tatum on the Hornets. So he ended up going to the Hornets, and their team isn't that crazy when you think about like all the other teams that are here, but they're definitely solid. But if we go ahead and take a look at the Grizzlies, they got 99 Ja, 97 Evan Mobley, they got Rudy Gobert. They don't really have like a shooting guard or a small forward. That's kind of interesting. They got Jaren Jackson Jr. They just got a lot of big men. They just don't have a small forward or a shooting guard, really. Let's go ahead and simulate this. Grizzlies, they win right there. I think the Grizzlies might win this championship here. I think the Grizzlies got this in the bag. It's 2-2 though. It's 3-2. And the Grizzlies win a championship with Ja Morant. And this next season we're going into is actually going to be the last season, because I just want to see how crazy it gets. I don't want it to get too crazy to where it just gets repetitive, so we're just going to end it after this season. But before we do that, you already know we gotta check out the 99 overalls. So let's see, are there any crazy ones here? I don't see any out of the ordinary. I think this is about the same amount of 99 overalls as were last season, maybe like 2 or 3 more. There's nothing really out of the ordinary going on here when it comes to the overalls. I mean, James Harden and Chris Paul were back up at like super high overalls, but that's kind of expected with this kind of video. And you got some other players here. Like, I mean, I still find it funny that Drew Holiday is a 95. But let's go ahead and look at some of these super teams that probably were built. I feel bad for Embiid. This man has literally nobody on his team. I don't know what's wrong with the Sixers. LeBron James went back to the Miami Heat, and Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero is still here. So honestly, I'm kind of rooting for the Heat to win a championship in our last season here. I like how everybody else has been like moving teams, but like Jokic has just stayed loyal this entire time to the Nuggets. Somehow the Suns are still super OP, but they can't do anything. I think they actually got better this season too. So let's see if the Suns could actually get to the finals. Maybe it's gonna be like Heat versus Suns. All right, here we go. We're gonna simulate the last season of the video. And once again, Ja Morant wins MVP. So I guess if you make everybody the same age, Ja Morant is gonna be the ultimate player here. We got Eamon Thompson over here. LeBron with the Defensive Player of the Year on the Heat over there. You got John Wall on the Timberwolves. Why are the Timberwolves just making a super team of random players? Let's see. Anything interesting going on with this team on the NBA teams here? I mean, we got Scoot Henderson over here, Darius Garland. Let's get out of the play-in tournament because we do not care about it. And the Spurs are the 8th seed. But the Suns, they didn't even make the playoffs, bro. They didn't even make the play-in tournament. How are they that bad? Meanwhile, the Heat are a 1st seed over there. Let's go ahead and get to the NBA Finals. We almost just saw an 8th seed in the NBA Finals, bro. We almost saw the Spurs make it all the way there, but it is the Heat versus Rockets. Who are on these teams? We got Malcolm Brogdon on the Heat, Tyler Hero. You got LeBron James. You got Jimmy Butler. Finally, Jimmy has some teammates, man. Jimmy's a 97 overall, by the way. Jarrett Allen's on the team. Bro, this team, like, what is that? There must be like a million trades going on, right? Because everyone has like similar trade value. And what about the Rockets? James Harden, super OP. You got Jalen Green, Aaron Gordon. You got Wemby. Okay, this is going to be a very, very tough matchup. We got to go check out the transaction report because I swear there's probably a million trades going on this season, right? Not really. You think there'd be more, really? Because I swear players are changing teams more often than you would think. It just has like, I swear we check the team every season. It doesn't look like this, but hey, I guess that's what happens. Let's go ahead and simulate through a game. I'm rooting for the Heat here, but either team looks like the Rockets are actually gonna, yeah, the Rockets. And James Harden just went crazy, but Wemby was the one who won that Finals MVP right there. And that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe.